I've always wanted to swap cameras with a photographer for a day, both using a tool we've never used before as a creative exercise to try another way of seeing, or perhaps to show that it's more about the painter than the brush they use. This is Faizal and his Fuji X-E4, and this is me and my Leica M6, and we're going to step into each other's shoes, figuratively speaking.
A bit tricky. Yeah, it's not as seamless as I thought it would be. I can see, over time, if you do it so many times, it's gonna be like really quick. With the rangefinder, I always feel like I have to do this, even though when I pull it up like this, I don't really see everything at once. So this, I can see everything clearly.
Some of the texture in the chairs, I wouldn't say it's the right combination of people.
So you've shot rangefinders before, but it's your first time using a Leica M6. Like, how did it feel? Initial thoughts? Yeah, so it felt a bit familiar because I've used rangefinders before, but I can really see the appeal of just how it feels in the hand. Yeah, and how did you find focusing with the viewfinder and the patch? The focusing patch is pretty good in this, but I'm not super comfortable manually focusing. I don't know if I've missed some shots today, but probably did. We'll see. If you use this camera every day, it would just become so fluid and natural to use. And I think that's one of the cool things about like an old mechanical rangefinder. I can see why a lot of people like this camera. That's one thing that feels really nice is the shutter rewind. Not rewind. Shutter advance. 32 shots.
been a couple months now since we shot.
Yeah, it feels like it was like maybe like last week, but October was like a long time ago now.
We got the photos back the other day. Like, what was the first like impression from looking at the photos?
Well, my first impression would be how the film looked, because I wasn't sure what to expect. It's a film stock I never shot on before. I don't even know the name of it. What's it called?
Silver salts. Yeah, it was silver salts, I guess.
I really like the look of it. Kind of reminds me of like Cinestill. I was surprised how well I was able to expose for most of the shots, because that's usually my biggest issue when I shoot film, is sometimes I'm more likely underexpose a lot of shots, and there are some shots that I underexposed. For the most part, I think the camera metered as I thought it would. I think my favorite picture would probably be the one of the silhouette of the person going to the water.
Were there any others that caught your eye when you first looked at the rolls?
I like the shot I got. I was trying to get some guy's shadow in the patch of light on the sidewalk. Yeah, I'd crop that one too, probably. I was too far yet again.
During shooting, was there anything that you were doing that was like changing the way you were shooting because of the camera?
Trying to quickly photograph something that's happening right in front of you very quickly. To me, like, I'm more interested in photographing the entire composition, creating something that's visually, aesthetically pleasing to me. So it was interesting how I ended up shooting a lot of people. I think that's just the wider lens. I don't know, I feel like I shot differently when I shot with you.
I mean, the reason why I thought this challenge makes it sound like a game show, it is a kind of a challenge. I wanted to do it to kind of show it as an example that if you're ever feeling stuck, grabbing another camera or trying another camera or a lens or something that you've never tried before is an easy way of kind of breaking out of the cycle, because you can go back into doing the routine of what you're used to. The tool is different, so you have to kind of think about it in a different way. So do you think that kind of exercise could be like helpful or break people out of habits?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I'm a big advocate for switching it up and not getting yourself so in the mindset that you have to specialize in some particular gear. Especially in like street photography, people always say, just pick one lens and just get really good at it. If you do like move around all the time, it's different, and I think you learn from trying new things. You'll find you approach it a lot differently. Say from like a wider lens to a longer focal length. I learned something about myself when I do that. So in that sense, it's something I feel like everyone should do, and not feel like you're pigeonholed into just shooting with one lens all the time. If you do feel stuck, try to switch it up. Even if it's not the lens, try to switch up what you photograph. Don't shoot the street, shoot nature. You just take so much from that change, and you can carry it over to what you usually do.